Okay.
Coco, it's okay. We believe in you. We believe in your power. Go ahead and seduce yourself.
Seduce yourself.
Disgusting. Vile. Abhorrent.
Marco's on point. Ma'am, let me get a slice of cheese using your abs.
Please.
No joke. I've never seen Lady Vissia in action, but she must be something else to just kill someone straight out of bed. I've done it. It's Andres' when the Kimmy is sus. She was our physical fighter trainer.
Oh, okay. Knew I heard a bastard's voice poison in the air.
I am not sus, by the way. Oh, hair.
That's sus.
You are sus.
You're super sus.
The sussest.
What?
Because I heard Zal's greatest stain threatened to arrive at Zanaska.
They seem to be good friends.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to fuck.
No all-nighters, no torture, and no threatening their lives. They'd all be petulant anyways. Just being a decent instructor will suffice.
Damn. Fine. If it's the quickest way to get you out of here, I'll gladly play your petty game.
Sears, was it?
Yeah. I'll send Nenehega a letter and see if she'll drop by Zanaska for a bit to say hello.
Oh, there's a human technology called a phone. I think you'll find it quite revolutionary to how we go about our days in Sal. Okay? Selfies are interesting.
I don't know if you were there for it, but there was one time where I think it was Axe. He was like, "Oh, can I get a picture with you?"
Oh my god, amazing.
Office?
I guess.
Yeah, let's go do some work for a change.
Hello from the
Wow,
future,
work.
Kyle. We actually had a pretty interesting interaction with Zobi last time, so I'm fine with meeting up with him.
Okay.
Cool.
Alrighty. You spent time teaching Zobi the letters of the Zulian alphabet and their pronunciation, pointing out some common objects that began with each letter. It took hours, and he was far from learning everything, but as he promised, he was picking things up fast. After your first real yawn, you decided to call it quits for the time being and went your separate ways. Alright. You arrived at the entrance to the castle and saw Velvet and Marixa in the middle of a conversation. There's your girl, Kime.
Huh?
There's your girl, Kime.
There's my girl. My girl.
I think they're both you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, they're both me. Time to talk to myself. Let's go. How strange that our attackers have avoided you.
Subtle.
Yeah. It's odd for me, too. I know one of the women in Ojuk told the other that I was on their side, but hell if that ever made sense to me. Different sides, same goals, probably. It's the one thing that ties the missing children to this errant group of revolutionaries. I get that, but there's nothing to gain by attacking the residents of the castle.
Ah, there you are. You turned around to face Joy. You ever make noise when you walk? Afraid not. Just thought I'd give the reminder that in the mornings I'll be teaching humans all about Zal while they're touring here. these next few minor cycles. If you ever have the free time, come to the university. Maybe you'll learn something yourself.
Mm.
Starting the same time as Lady Yexa's training, huh? We live in a world full of little coincidences, it seems. Well then, later.
I mean, the only people they could want dead will be the general and matriarchs, right? The timing feels off, though. Why now? And what do they gain by killing someone here? I love how they completely ignore him.
Yeah.
Now we're starting to sound like Naxia, but I can't tease. She's really cute when she gets into it.
Yes.
Yo? I'm more impressed by her willingness to fight. Did you hear how she killed a woman that snuck into her bedroom with a dagger?
Once Clanice stepped into the room, everyone began talking about potential reasons people would attack such a dangerous castle. No one had a clear answer. You soon left for bed. Tutorial. Starting the next minor cycle, you can spend time training with Yexa Stone the Grey or attending Dr. Joy's lectures. Okay.
Yexa.
Based on Yexa's what do you call it? Information about her training, that we would have to go to like at minimum 5 sessions to like be able to own our teacher.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So we could probably go on and off with Joy and her teachings.
Yeah. Jeez, just when things were starting to feel routine here comes, well, everything. Your mind replayed Yexa's casual destruction of the castle's intruders, each time more exaggerated than the last.
How could you exaggerate more than what she did? Like, fuck, dude. That was pretty cool.
Here's to nothing weird happening today.
And then a gunshot goes off again.
Yes. Do we want to train with
Uh,
Yexa?
Train with Yexa?
Yeah. Yay, visitors. Let's do some learning. Yaxata taught you all the basics, yeah?
Yeah, like how to take a punch.
Yeah,
You should
yeah.
have said that.
But the real stuff, like attacking with your weapon mid-summoning, or conjuring a shield that does a quick but appears just as fast. The two of you could only shake your heads. What? Making attacks non-lethal? Arcanic sensory? Power gauging? Redirecting pain to another part of the body? Grabbing the air? The two of you could only shake your heads.
The more she lists off, it sounds fucking like Dragon Ball Z, and I'm ready to fight Goku.
Let's go!
Dodge, damn it, Yaxata. Preliminaries. We are not going to take her, beat you till it makes you approach.
Thank you.
Now, first things first. We're going to help you two figure out the best way to tap into your Zala. I'm guessing you two fight like civilians.
Wait, are you saying that she's not gonna beat us up?
I know, right? Disappointment.
Deeply confused at all of this.
Understandable. But by now, you've seen more than a few upper-class citizens demonstrate the merits of properly focusing one's power for battle. Once your body aligns with your thoughts, you'll be able to better go into battle without having to worry about accidentally causing grievous harm, or worse, not hitting as hard as you're capable of.
Why doesn't Sarah just go into battle mode or something when we want to fight?
It's a precaution the body takes. It's dangerous to put your awe into something automatically. Imagine an enemy forcing your powers to over or underreact. So it's better to just learn how to control how much you want to invest in any given fight, when and how.
I can't believe Yaxata never thought of something so vital.
I can. That's why I'm here. No reason for young blood having to struggle out there. Following Yexa's instructions, you were able to immediately feel the difference in strength while hiding within.
Yeah, Yexa seems to be the real deal. Mad powerful, but get this. I think I legitimately got better at the whole fighting thing. Good because you need it. No offense.
Uh. Huh, I see. I didn't think to visit her this cycle, but perhaps the next one could prove most helpful.
She told me there was a bit of a wager going on. So if you take up her training, you have to consent to a sparring match with Yaxata later on.
Oh? What sparked such a thing?
Issues.
You know, messy ex stuff.
Absolutely. One
No-
of them took the dog in the divorce.
Oh no!
You know it has to be something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nothing good. There seems to be bad blood between the two women.
I can't imagine what for. It's not like Yexa slept with Yaxata's wife or something. Or less.
Well, looking at like how she was gearing up to.
She was definitely gonna fuck her wife.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
More speculation for the inhabitants of this castle. It all gets quite weary after a while. What should studios tell me? Did Yaxata fuck Yex's wife, or vice versa? Were they married? Did one take the dog in the divorce? Inquiring minds need to know, and Clarice is not accurate. I want to know.
I'll leave you two to it. I'm going to grab a quick bite to eat and head to bed. Don't worry, you'll get your answer in like 20 years when the stream catches up, Moon.
I'm just glad
Yeah.
that we got the information that Yexa is good for Zala level grinding. So hell yeah.
Later.
You left the two to continue talking about all the odd little things that go on in the castle, opting to grab a loaf of cloud bread and calling it a cycle. I wonder when Lady Zuna will decide who takes over. Has it been long enough yet?
Then I just
I
want
mean,
this to be over.
Zuna is just like, sorry, I'm busy getting my fuck on right now.
She was just here for the food.
Yeah.
That would be me. You had wild dreams that made no sense and could not have been visions. The cloud bread was to blame.
Mmm. That's what you get for eating clouds.
All right, let's do this. Do we go to one of the lectures or continue training
Joy?
with Exa?
Yeah.
Joyce lecture?
Joy lecture.
There were a few students from the human canvas present. Fernell was present along with another Earthling, judging by her band t-shirt. There were also two Acelians, one Gaian, and two Zulian women. Welcome, everyone. I see many familiar faces. I'm glad you all found it worth coming back. Let's dive right into things today. I believe the Earthlings here have a saying along the lines of, to address the elephant in the room. In Zal, men are considered property. He paused while one of the Earthlings and Acelians muttered loud variations of, that's BS, smiling serenely all the while. Men are not allowed to own property of their own and go through a very different education system than women do. Women attend a series of classes from age 8 to 12 called Basic. Basic covers all the basic knowledge one might need to know: reading, writing, arithmetic, basic science, history, and so on. Non binary individuals are free to choose whichever path they desire. Interesting.
Eyes emoji at the fucking Yaxata versus Yexa fucking lore.
Answer from the past. Yaxata's reason for hating Yexa comes up later. Yexa's reason for disliking Zada is Exata's bully mentality towards weaker folks. Ooh, okay.
Interesting.
After basic, women are given the opportunity to learn a craft, such as being a doctor or a teacher or a scientist. Most crafts are taught through a combination of university learning and apprenticeship. There are some rare crafts that are taught only through apprenticeship, such as smithery and dragoon wifery. Men, on the other hand, go through a series of classes focused on topics such as etiquette, cooking, estate management, and so on, and do not typically learn a craft. Although there is no law which prevents a man from learning a craft, the relative weakness and the lack of any formal education in reading and writing is a large deterrent to most. Another deterrent is the fact that, as I mentioned before, men are considered property and may be traded freely. Men are considered property of their mothers until age 12, when they are legally able to be sold. Of course, the mother may continue to possess them after this time, but there is always a chance of a woman of higher class coming in and taking possession of the man through application of her money or status. Joy is completely calm as he recites these facts, but you notice almost every human student shifting around uncomfortably. Zaw's laws tend to side with upper-class citizens and are very transparent about doing so. Although there are cases where a lower-class citizen can get away with slighting an upper-class citizen, it only takes one strong connection to make that lower-class citizen's life miserable. Generally, Zulian women seek to gain favor with higher-class women for better protection. This is usually done by selling or loaning out their skills or property. Joy paused and seemed to be about to say something else before he glanced at the two Zulian women in front and smiled. Any questions so far?
Take it. Yeah, how about trans people?
Ah, yes, an excellent question. I understand that on the human canvas, trans individuals must undergo some sort of scientific therapies in order to adjust to their, I believe it is called chemistry. To adjust their chemistry to their desired gender, if they choose to undergo the change, of course. In Zal, however, it is much simpler. A person's Zala conforms to their gender identity. So if, say, someone was born a woman, discovered himself to be trans, his Zala would automatically begin to adjust itself to typical male levels.
Okime.
If men are weaker than women here, why would any woman ever switch to being a dude? A dude!
Yeah.
Both you and Joy frowned in confusion. Because it is not a choice. At least, not in the way you may be thinking. If someone is a man, then he is a man, and that is all there is to it. Zal itself does have its own cultural diversities, which we will go over on a different day. But it is nothing compared to the many different cultures across multiple different planets that the human canvas possesses. As far as racial diversities go, Zulians are all considered one species. In contrast, there are multiple discovered species of humans, including common humans, elves, fairies, cats, foxes, non-Zekime, and other wilds. This lack of racial divides in Zal has led to... Joy continued to lecture on Zulian societal norms and their many oddities. Afterwards, you returned to the castle while Joy was busy answering questions from the rest of the students. And I really liked how that whole question about choosing to change is not a choice. Very well handled.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Right, to bed I go.
Time to sleep.
You didn't remember any dreams.
Literal sleepy bitch disease.
I swear, that lobby is cursed.
Now we train.
Train with Yexa.
You know, I keep getting pairs of two. I feel so lucky. Makes it easier to learn and nurture everyone's strengths. Alright. Quick sparring round. Show me what you can do. Don't worry, I'll just be evading to better judge your speeds. After 5 minutes of trying to hit Yexa, you managed to punch her face after distracting her with your lance that Noxia's magic helped fly through the air. The pain your fist felt punching what could only be described as skin made of stone was, in fact, the worst pain you'd feel all day.
I can't fucking believe it.
Dad, damn! Teach us how to take a punch like that. You alright? I'm sorry I failed to dodge. I wasn't expecting y'all to be so clever so soon. Learning experiences for all of us, it seems. Fuck!
Bless. I was really hoping we'd be the ones to apologize.
Chins up, you two. You did great. Keeping up the pressure and mixing arcane and physical attacks to throw a military vet off guard. Excellent.
I love her.
Noxia, the way you controlled that blade in the air, is it fair to assume you're only just beginning to use the arcane arts?
Oh, yes, I started practicing a few days ago after Jenna showed me a certain spell. Then I just sort of fell into a void of knowledge, so to speak.
Nice. If you only just started learning, then you're by far a mage of great potential. Lean into that. I bet you could conjure up some nasty homebrew spells and deal some damage to folks like me in no time.
You think so?
I objectively know so.
She's so
Everyone
strong
falls
and
all
so
over
positive
themselves.
and so supportive. I love
Yeah.
her so much.
You have my sincerest thanks. By the way, if you don't mind my asking, why do you have so much arcanic aura around you at all times? I've never heard or seen you use any such spells.
You can detect that too. Well, look at this prodigy. I don't know what's going on there. For as long as I remember, the Nehaga has been telling me that it's just a few spells for my protection. And, of course, she never divulges in the details, so your guess is as good as mine. Still, let's focus back on your training. I'm going to teach you two to grab the air today. That one! Can we finally pull it off? Of course, once you learn the focus command. All that cool shit you see upper-class citizens do seems far more possible. Though, I suppose you both count as one of us now, eh? The skill involved solidifying a small portion of the air with mostly transparent Zala, just enough to grab hold of it in the event you need to slow or stop your movement. The affected air would shatter like glass as your hand slid through. More utility than anything else, but you spent your time speculating on its uses as everyone returned to the castle.
Nice.
There you are. Guess who has new story ideas?
Let's see what it is this time.
Let's go.
Okay, so what if we say that there's this school of magic out there that teaches children how to use magic?
Oh, well,
Sounds
Mm-hmm.
familiar.
Doesn't basic already cover that?
No, I mean like doing actual magic spells that turn people into frogs, or make small objects combust at will, or make dolls dance around. Ooh, dodge, that would be creepy. Anyway,
Where'd those
What?
come from?
holy shit. Amazing. Anyway, this would be like a certain group of people who have their own separate spaces from the normal, ordinary zuggles that go about their daily business totally unaware.
I wonder what they're referencing.
Hmm. This movie would follow the adventures of a young woman who gets thrust into this incredible world, making friends like she would in normal school. With the usual teenage angst and drama, because the audience needs a little pandering. But they'd be surrounded by stuff like moving staircases, talking paintings, and flying around on broomsticks.
You started to think that this story was sounding a bit, just an eensy wincy bit familiar.
Just a little.
But that's not all. There's like this bad lady who nearly got killed by the main character when she was just a baby, and the bad lady is trying to resurrect herself. You think it's because of one of the teachers who seems to be a mean bastard, but in fact, she was trying to protect the main character from the real person who was working for the bad lady.